Jim Bertelsmeyer created a blueprint on his dining room table on how to build his own retail propane company. From nothing, Heritage Propane became the third largest retailer in the country. He founded Heritage in 1989 and helped take it public in 1996. But it was how the Tulsa, Oklahoma company grew through an acquisition strategy unique at the time that garnered the most attention. Heritage was known for retaining acquired companies' name and its employees, and for its push-down management style, which left regional management responsible for supply, pricing, and purchasing decisions. In Bertelsmeyer's 11 years of active management, from 1989 to 2000, Heritage made more than 100 acquisitions. Bertelsmeyer was also known for attracting talented individuals, whether to his own company or for a worthy industry cause. As president of the MPGA board in the late 1990s, he helped lead the industry through a successful battle with the EPA over risk management regulations. The St. Louis native spent 35 years in the propane industry. Ladies and gentlemen, 2015 inductee, Jim Bertelsmeyer.
Well, I can probably join Brian and Brian as part of that short man's club. I want to thank Brian and all the folks at the LP Gas Magazine for organizing this event tonight, and certainly all the members of the selection committee for including me in this great group of industry leaders. Charlie Revere, my good friend and fellow part-time Marco Island resident, has been a tireless advocate for this industry for as long as I have known him. Glenn Miller, where would we be without his and Milford Therrell's work on behalf of PERC? And Stuart Keene, pioneer in advancing LP gas on the international scene. We all come to this industry from different backgrounds, different education, different life and business experiences. The one thing we all have in common is that we care about this industry. We care about how it presents itself to the public, how it is governed by the federal, state, and local regulators, and we care about its long-term viability as a fuel in a wide array of choices each of our customers makes. My time in the barrel as MPGA president was marked not only by the negotiations with the Gas Processors Association to put together the framework for PERC, but the massive effort this industry mounted to counter an EPA program to bring all larger propane installations under a risk management plan. This same plan was required for chemical plants, refineries, and nuclear facilities. It was a massive overreach for the individual propane installations both plant and customers to be included in this legislation. It would have required both the propane operator and the customer to file an extensive risk mitigation plan posted on the internet and updated annually. We were the only fuel covered by the proposed regulations, and implementation would have resulted in a loss of a significant number of customers who refused to get involved in the compliance requirements and vowed to switch to a different fuel. It would also have resulted in the downsizing of many more installations to get under the threshold volume limits. We argued that the fuel which would be substituted would be less environmentally friendly and that the smaller tanks would result in many more deliveries, decreasing safety and adding complexity to the winter logistics. There were no distinctions between multi-states and independents. We were all propane marketers who were about to be fleeced by the federal government. We used the lobbying resources of the multi-states and the personal relationships of the independents to their local congressmen. In conjunction with the forum lobby, we put together a massive letter writing and personal contact campaign that touched every single congressional district. Bottom line, we were successful in getting propane exempted. It truly was an excellent example of the strength of this industry when we all pulled together. I want to say thank you to all my colleagues at Heritage Propane. We had a lot of fun every day building a great company. Al Dar, R.C. Mills, Mike Grimble, Brad Atkinson, Harold Poland, Blaine Crone, Mark Dar, and all the rest. We were good friends who just happened to also be business partners. Every day was fun to go to work with these guys. We trusted one another implicitly and never had to worry that someone wasn't pulling their load. Everyone was responsible for results, but we decentralized as much as made sense, so everyone had control of almost all the levers that they needed to do their job. We had great backers in Brian Cressy, Carl Thoma, Bruce Ronner, and Reeve Wad from the private equity group GTCR, and a great board which included Jack Capps, Charlie Sawyer, and Bill Byrne, who were always our biggest cheerleaders. What a great ride it was. I can tell you those are the fondest of memories. Let me close by saying how fortunate I consider myself to be part of this great industry. It has been the foundation of my business fabric and a large part of my social fabric for 40 years. Glenda says one of the best wedding gifts that I have given her was to introduce her to all my friends in the propane industry. They are just real cool people, and most importantly, they are cool, real people. Thank you, propane industry. Thank you, one and all.